Hello, my friends, and welcome to the show. Today, we're going to be starting things off with our sponsor, and it is once again Roxanne Moreno 2012. All right, thank you very much for your contribution and being a sponsor for today. If you'd like to sponsor a show in the future, just head down to Super Thanks or I will be very shortly putting up a PayPal link in the description, so that will also be a viable option to become a sponsor for the show. All right. Well, again, thank you, Roxanne. Tip of the hat. All right, let's get on with the rest of the show. We are going to be starting off with some insanity from California. I don't know. They don't learn their lesson, I guess. Their government is running roughshod over the citizens, I think. And this is just another slap in the face, especially with all of the devastating, absolutely horrific fires that have been sweeping through Southern California. I think even as we speak. So it is horrible. And this next clip it's not going to get any better for Californians. It will be for immigrants, though. Yay. So anyways, let's get to it. Let's do it.
But the thing is, for sanctuary cities and states, they complain about the cost, but they continue to add services. I want to show you California. As of yesterday, California has added a health care benefit for migrants. They are now going to extend free health care to migrants between the ages of 26 and 49. That's going to cover 700,000 additional people and cost the state $2.6 billion each year. Now, that's added onto that's added onto California's deficit, which is already $68 billion.
What are you doing, California? Seriously. I don't know what it's going to take for the people of California to wake up and stop voting Democrat. Your state has been run by the Big D for the last 20 plus years at least. And they are driving that state right into the toilet. So, it's funny because a lot of these people on the videos, the libs, are saying, well, I hope you get what you voted for. Well, you know what, California, you're getting exactly what you're voting for. So I feel sorry for all those people that did not vote Democrat and did not want this just a crap show of poor leadership. All right, let's move on. Okay, so this is, I found this, and I thought it was just brilliant. So it's a socialist brain of a liberal Democrat. And I'm just going to, you can see it, but I'm just going to kind of zoom in a little bit here and there. And then you can read it at your own leisure. Obviously, just pause the video. But this is hilarious. This is absolutely hilarious. Please take a moment to read all this stuff because it's just, you've got the guilt gland, the victim gland, the raised taxes reflex center. It's just funny. Okay. So just kind of, like I said, I'm just going to kind of zoom in here a little bit. And it'll give you a chance to pause it so you can read it a little bit better. But man, this encapsulates what a liberal brain is for real. Sense of humor cell. It's like teeny.
I feel bad for you if you didn't vote 90 percentile for this DEI shit. I would feel bad for you, but no. You made sure you went against everything Trump said.
Yep.
The man said clean the brush. You said that's where the wildlife live. He's crazy. He's crazy. That's where the wildlife live. We're never gonna clean it. We need more women in the fire department. And now you got more chocolate in Chocolate City. And guess what? That shit don't clean up nothing. It don't work for shit, huh? Yeah, having a bitch over there doing something don't count for nothing, huh?
Preach it, brother.
Worried about who she fucking don't matter no more, huh? Because you just lost all your motherfucking shit. But I don't give a fuck. You voted for the shit.
That's right.
You wanted to make sure you went against everything. You wanted to make sure just because they had a D by the side of their name, they was fucking righteous. You didn't listen to shit they fucking saying.
Yep.
You didn't listen to shit they saying. You didn't do no logical thinking when you
Nope.
voted. This is what the fuck you voted for.
Yeah, I mean, look, all the pronouns, proper pronouns in the world is not going to fight a fire, my friend. So, wake up, California. Please come back to the fold. Come back to the world of sanity, the island of relevance. For all those, some of you'll get that reference. Because, man, California is right now, it's done for. There's no way it can financially, it's collapsed now with these fires. And now they just are going to spend all that money on the illegal immigrants? Come on, do better.
Just like y'all told us what we gonna get what we would get with Trump, this is what the fuck you voted for.
That's right.
California is ran by fucking Democrats. Up and motherfucking down. Not a Republican in sight for 20 plus years.
Yep.
This your fault.
Yep. And this is a little disturbing. I think I know this deportation effort is going to get really ugly, and I think it's going to get ugly really fast. But we just have to be able to have the faith and pray for President Trump to keep the course and do the right thing, regardless of the optics of the effort, because it's the right thing to do. Now, I really do wish that they had another video showing what happened 6 minutes after that announcement and see what they actually did to try to clear out that gathering. So, and this is really funny.
If you want to play tough and want to hate this, I'll show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you want to play tough.
Okay, it's Elizabeth Warren trying to do the right thing. Is that what's happening? So, to help support the communities around LA being devastated by wildfires, can you split a donation between the Los Angeles Fire Department Foundation and United Way? Well, that sounds really great. Of Greater Los Angeles, 100% of your donations will go directly to those organizations. Well, wow, Elizabeth, this is really great. Good on you. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see, what does this say? The link for donations leads to a Warren for Senate Act Blue page. Donations will be supposedly be processed through the Act Blue Charities 501c3. 3.95% of your donations will be taken for processing fees by Act Blue, and your data will be harvested as part of their terms of service. Now, wait a minute. I'm pretty sure I read something up above. 100% of donations will go directly to these organizations. But wait a minute, how can that be if 3.95% is going to be stripped out for processing fees, meaning going right into Elizabeth Warren's pocket, or at least into her campaign? Come on, Elizabeth Warren, you are a grifter. You don't care about these people in California, and you should be ashamed of this deceitful attempt to try to help people in need, but you're only helping yourself. Disgusting. Disgusting. Speaking of disgusting, I don't know when this video took place, but I can't believe that this is still happening. This needs to change on day one as soon as Trump gets in. These people need to be penalized to the maximum maybe even beyond the full extent of the law. These people need to be made an example of, so that it gives a clear warning to anybody thinking of even taking a candy bar, that they're going to be sent in jail, put in jail, and put in jail for quite a while. So it's not going to be worth it.
People have been trying to sound off the alarms for literally months, going on years, about the way in which we are reverting back to a thin is in culture, and the way in which we are encouraging eating disorders and thinness above all else. Like, we have been talking about that for ages now. Okay,
well, I just want to point out, because I mean, it's kind of cool how her vibrant red, super oversized, thick glasses definitely part of the starter kit. It's really matching well, actually, with her vibrant red lipstick. So I will give her kudos for that. But we know exactly what type of person this is. And she also has a nose ring, which is, it's a little one, but hey, it's there. So that's 2 parts of the starter kit. So she is stamped crazy lib. But, you know, of course, she's going to be talking about being a victim, how fat is great, and we're all fat phobic and horrible people because we tell these folks to maybe lose some weight because we care about them and we want them to live beyond 45. So, you know, again and again, she's like probably what, like mid late 20s, early 30s. So she's not feeling the consequences of anything right now of her weight. I guarantee it. She's feeling great, but she's going to one day wake up and it's literally the switch will be flipped, and she's gonna be regretting. She's gonna be paying the consequences, because we all do.
For I think what, 2-3 years at this point. What I need y'all to understand is that the consequence is not just going to be for fat people. Like, yes, we were hit first and we were hit hardest, but this consequence is also going to be impacting thin people.
What did you say?
And we're seeing it happen in real life, in real time. The way in which these trends impact the way that we view our bodies. Like, as someone who is very confident and comfortable with my body, even I have been fighting these like ED thoughts because of the way that our culture has brought back this whole thin is in movement. This is not an issue with one individual person and their body and their appearance and their eating disorder. It's not about that, and that should not be the conversation y'all are having. The conversation we should be having is about this rise in eating disorders and glorifying thinness in general. No one wins when we are constantly, consistently craving and desiring thinness to a degree that it consumes our life. Like, no one wins when we as a society focus so heavily on a pursuit for thinness. No one wins. It's just like, don't.
Yeah, no one wins when you are that heavy, because guess what? The impact on the healthcare system is pretty huge, with all of the care that needs to go in to take care of you once that switch has been flipped, and then we all have to pay for that, unfortunately. So thank you.
Don't know what will make you guys realize that, you know?
It's 2025 and I am fucking embarrassed to be an American.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
I just want to apologize to the rest of the world.
Why?
And say that there is more than half of us that did not want this, and I am so sorry.
Well, again, here is a card-carrying crazy lib, because she definitely checks all the boxes for the starter kit. So wow, those are some really those are some really huge glasses. Wow, those are like saucers or something on her eyes. I don't know, but I'm really sorry for this young lady that she feels this way. I hope in the next 4 years she'll kind of see the good that President Trump and his cabinet is going to do for America and for everybody here and for around the world, and hopefully she'll wake up from her delusion.
I am fucking embarrassed to be an American.
That's so sad.
That's all I have to say.
You could always go to Canada.
What radicalized me?
What?
Well, it was working at an Amazon warehouse.
Okay, again, man. Like, seriously, there must have been a memo that went out that said, hey, go get your starter kits. You need to have glasses at least 3 times larger than what they should be. And they need to be, ideally be some crazy color or something like that kind of design. And you need to get the nose ring of some sort. And she's got the trifecta, the holy grail of, she also has colored hair. So let's go. Cool t-shirt though.
For a time when I was unemployed and seeking employment,
Okay.
I was like, you know what? A warehouse job pays decently and I'll go and I'll work there. So I applied, did the drug test, passed, and started my first day working at Amazon, a warehouse in San Bernardino.
Okay.
And you know what I witnessed? You know what I saw?
What? People working?
I saw people working 12-hour days, sometimes even longer.
What? No, not 12-hour days. Young lady, that's called a job. I'm sorry to tell you, but that happens. A lot of people like to work 12-hour days. I mean, unless they're working, 6 days a week, that kind of gets a little bit long. But yeah, not shocking that people are working 12-hour days.
And what were they doing all day?
Yeah, what they were paid to do.
They were putting sample packs onto Ulta sample things.
Okay.
Just putting the glue on the paper, putting the sample on, putting it in a box.
Like a typical factory job. Like, come on. When I was like right out of high school, when I was in Indiana, I lived in South Bend, go Notre Dame. Yeah, I worked, I got a job at a factory, basically. And guess what I did for the first month or so, and then I quickly ascended into management position because they saw that my talents were being completely wasted on the line. But yeah, I did various things of just assembling. We did like car parts, brackets, harnesses, made the moldings. Anyways, but yeah, that was a very tedious, completely brain dead job once you knew what you had to do. And it was just that over and over and over. We only worked 8 hours, but it was just that same, whatever you were assigned to do, you just did that over hundreds and hundreds of times a day. And that's because that's what you were paid. So I don't understand the shock and awe that this young lady appears to be having by seeing people actually work.
Hours doing that. Hours setting things up for consumerism.
No, they're doing
Just
their job.
Their whole entire life. I talked to people there and I heard their story. A lot of these people were trying to feed their families.
Yeah.
And they spent all of their time at the warehouse.
That's what.
All of their time.
It's called a job.
Some of these people don't even get days off.
Now that's
Some
not
of these
good.
people are there from 4 a.m. to 6 p.m. More than 12 hours.
Okay.
Some of these people
That kind of sucks, but
spend their entire lives being drained by our consumerism.
no, it's not being drained by our consumer. I mean, you could have a slight smidgen of a point, but they're doing their look, they're doing their job. The job might suck. I'm not saying that. It might be an absolutely horrible job, but it's something they signed up for. It's something they agreed to do, and it's something that they're doing and hopefully trying to do as well as they can. What is so shocking here? Where's the outrage? Why did you become radicalized by seeing people do their job?
That radicalized me.
Your kids are gonna be so disappointed when they see the videos that their mom made.
Oh my gosh.
Newsflash. I don't want kids. Ever. Wanna know why?
Because you have a really good starter kit going on? I know you've got glasses somewhere, young lady. I know they're there. You might not need them for prescription, but I know they're somewhere in your room as we speak.
This is my favorite sound. Listen to this. Ready?
Yeah. What? Can't really hear through the headphones, but
you hear that?
No, not really.
Peace and quiet.
What are our next steps? I'm going to tell you exactly what. 4B movement.
Oh, yeah.
And a conceal carry permit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a solid plan. Actually, the concealed carry is actually a good point that she has, and I hope that she does do that. But I hope that she is responsible in her concealed carryment, and that she doesn't just go off and shoot somebody that she perceives as being conservative or something. You know what I mean? Like, do it for the right reasons. I'm not sure if those reasons that she just mentioned, or I don't think that's right. It's a little bit twisted here, but I honestly, I think all women should probably have a concealed carry permit. Just saying, it's an equalizer. So.
Christmas Shoes is obviously the most wretched and unjolly Christmas song of all time. And I know that we all hate it, but if you could just give me a minute to nitpick real quick, I'm going to do that. In Christmas Shoes, if you're unfamiliar with the lore about a kid buying a Christmas present, shoes for his sick, dying mother.
That's sweet.
He says, "Sir, I want to buy these shoes for my mama, please. It's Christmas Eve and these shoes are just her size. Could you hurry, sir? Daddy says there's not much time." You see, she's been sick for quite a while. I know these shoes will make her smile. The end line of that verse is, "I want her to look beautiful if mama meets Jesus tonight." All I really have to add to the conversation is that if your mom is on her deathbed, if she is meeting Jesus tonight and daddy says there's not much time, I think that probably the least of our concerns would be buying the shoes, right?
You know what? I totally see what her point is. Some people were definitely ragging on her, saying that she's being very negative towards Christmas and Christianity and all that stuff. I don't actually see it that way. I do see her point. It's like, if your mother is literally on her deathbed and she could go at any moment, I think the right thing to do would be screw the shoes. I mean, if she's literally going to be dead within the next couple of hours, having some shoes on her feet when she dies, maybe that'll put a smile on her face. But I think more importantly, she wants to see her child, her little boy, and her husband, and whatever family, the people that she loves, to be by her side as she passes. That I think is more important. So, it makes for a nice song. But I kind of agree with your nitpick. I think it's more important to be with your mom if she's about to die. Don't go waste your time buying shoes. So I say good job, young lady.
Why are you out buying shoes for your mom when she could croak at any second? It's unwise.
Just had an ER patient request a different nurse because he didn't want a nurse covered in tattoos with piercings.
Why would you do that? Who cares? First of all, if you are in the ER for a legitimate reason, I find it hard to believe that you'd even be in the state of mind to even care about that stuff. First of all, it shouldn't even matter. Obviously, if that person is in the ER as a professional, they've earned that ability to be there, so they can take care of you regardless of how they look. But honestly, who's in the state of mind to be like, nope, I refuse care from this person because they have tattoos or whatever? Again, I think, the one time I was in the ER, I could care less. I wasn't even in the right mind to even care.
Homeboy, you have better luck finding a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow than you do finding an ER nurse without massive amounts of trauma.
And look at those sleeves. Those tattoos are pretty cool for what we see. I would totally welcome her to be my nurse in the ER. I think she'd be phenomenal.
That turns into tattoos and piercings. We don't exist. We're all covered in tattoos and piercings.
I don't know if I agree with that. But...
Sorry.
Is it okay if I touch you during our consultation? Yeah.
Why wouldn't you touch her? You're a hairdresser. You're a stylist. Of course you're going to be touching. I mean, unless you're like groping her body for some reason, but that would have nothing to do with her hair. So that's a silly question to ask.
And my pronouns are she, they, if you wanted to share yours. I use they.
I would get up. I'm sorry. I would just get up right there and be like, sorry, I want a different stylist.
Perfect. Thank you. Yeah. Well, what do you want to do with your hair, Chloe?
Every time I feel like I go to get a haircut, it's very like, it turns out too feminine and like pixie cut.
Horrible.
And I don't want it to be so feminine and pixie cut.
A bowl cut. But I think at this point, if you don't want it to be looking too feminine, you're going to have to just shave your head. Join that 4B movement and rock the shaved head, my friend. I'm sorry, but these crying videos never get old. The piercings. And I just want to make a clear point that just because you have piercings does not mean you're some rabid liberal, okay? There are plenty of people in all spectrums of the political landscape that have piercings, few and many. So you can't judge somebody just by their appearance. But if they're on TikTok, they're probably they're probably on the crazy side.
If you voted for Donald Trump, I sincerely hope that today is a day of celebration for you.
Yeah, it is.
I hope that you are excited to see all of the change that this man is going to bring to our country. And when he is in office, and when inflation gets worse, and when the prices of goods are higher because of his tariffs, when taxes are raised for the average American worker, when more women, more sisters, more daughters, more mothers, more wives die because of his abortion bans.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Die because of the abortion ban. There are no abortion bans. There are no abortion bans, okay? I don't know how many times I've got to scream that from the top of the hilltops, okay? Anybody can get an abortion right now in, I believe, any state of the union. So I don't understand these talking points that go out and people just blindly, like sheep, just follow, and they don't even critically think for 1 second. Like, maybe I should fact check that. Maybe I should see if you can get an abortion. And again, it's this whole I must kill babies thing, because it's so evil.
When we lose our fight to climate change and we see natural disasters worse than anything we have ever experienced before, when people are losing their cars, their homes, their jobs, their loved ones overnight, losing everything that they have worked their entire lives for.
Looking at you, California.
When him and his administration start attacking the rights and the rights protections of marginalized groups like poor people, disabled people, people of color, individuals who are a part of the LGBTQ plus community.
He's done more for the Black community and minorities than any other president in my lifetime, I believe. So again, you're totally wrong.
Women, I hope you feel the weight of your decision. When this man's presidency starts to negatively affect you and the people that you love, I hope that you can look at yourself and know that you played a vital role in making it happen.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I'm sure they will. She's been had her starter kit from day one. Love those glasses.
The only way we would have World War III is if like an entire country was being attacked.
Yeah.
Or, like, like if an entire group of people were being harmed.
Oh, yeah, like how war
And that's
is.
not happening right now.
Yeah, it is. All over the world.
Unless you think of Ukraine, because it's the only possible country that could need help.
That's not true.
It has nothing to do with the fact that finally someone being harmed looks like us.
Oh, okay. So you got to bring it into the whole xenophobia and all that kind of garbage. Ay, ay, ay.
Finally, I have a reason to care.
Don't believe in God, then why are you so angry? If I'm talking about an imaginary man, then let me be crazy. Listen, there's a lot of crazy people saying all sorts of things walking down Kensington Market. Don't...
Thank you.
This is disgusting.
Do what you want to do. Don't shove it in other people's faces.
Like they go right to violence.
Everybody let go. Don't shove it in other fucking people's faces. You can do whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. But you're shoving religion down people's faces who don't give a fuck. People want to hear the truth. Yeah, we want to hear the truth. Yeah. Go to church. Mind your own business. Mind your own business.
You know, it's just kind of amazing that she sits there and says, don't shove things down our throat. You know, don't shove religion down our throat. But yeah, she has absolutely no qualms to potentially let a small group of these people harm this gentleman just trying to preach a good message. You know, you might not be part of the particular Christian sect that he's a part of, but the message overall is a good one. But these people just get... they start frothing at the mouth, and I swear it's like the adversary just descending on these people and making them literally crazy when they hear any kind of messaging from a Christian point of view. And it's again, she has no problems. I mean, they could have literally started like punching the crap out of that guy, and she would have cheered that behavior on. But how dare he take his First Amendment rights and invoke them and try to share a message of peace. So anyways, this guy right here is a genius. A total genius. Total genius. Wow, that's so impressive.
Bro, what is a dibbler? I have no idea what to look out for. A dibbler?
I don't know either.
Alright, so I don't know this guy, but he had a missus, and then she cheated on him with me and left him for me. And then I went to jail, and then she cheated on me with him, and then I got out, and then she left me for him.
What?
And now she's left her for beer. Cheers, brother. Good to meet ya.
How does that happen? Like, that is crazy. All right, well, good for them, I guess. You know, I guess they got a good bro friendship out of that horrible mess, and that chick seems like she has some issues, just bouncing back and forth between just the two guys. That's weird. Okay, well, anyways, listen, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please subscribe, like, share, slap that bell around so you always know when I'm putting up a new video. And until the next video, stay safe. Love you all, and we'll catch you later. All right. I'm out.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.